Okay, hi everyone. Today we are looking at a question like that. Now the first step for any question, no matter what level you are at, is to ask yourself what concept is this. The moment you are able to identify the concept, you can do the question. Sure, but how do you know this ESE? How do you know this ESE? Because of the final sentence, there was an equal number of boys and girls that remained at the gathering in the end. Okay, understand or don't understand? Yeah. So when you see that, sometimes you don't know one. So some students will read from the beginning, then they continue reading, then they get very confused. Then towards the end, then they say, "Oh, ESE." So I immediately do what I call working backward. Okay. Now from here itself, you can see that boys and girls, right? They all have the same. You understand what I'm trying to say? Boys and girls, they have the same. True? All right. So I'm going to do the opposite. When people join, I will remove. When people join, I will remove. Okay? Go. When people join, I will remove. Now, when you use your apple color to draw this, you realize that the question says what? 20 girls, another 20 girls join the what?
Gathering.
If I say another 20 girls join the gathering, what am I going to do? I'm going to do the opposite. Joining, I know is plus, but because I'm working backwards, I'm doing the opposite. I will have to minus. Do you understand or don't understand? All right, because I am doing the opposite. So I'm going to go to girls. I'm going to chip chop curry pot. All of you say chip chop curry pot.
Cheap chop.
Curry pot, chip chop curry pot, chip chop curry pot. Dom dom dom. Cut, cue, barbecue, before you mirror image, you make sure you write down the answer first. Okay, the number first. Agree or disagree? Okay, you make sure this blueberry color is drawn properly. You understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, I won't give you all too much time to write the fruits. You're gonna be fast. I don't know if you all realize you all missed out the first fruit already. Whatever I just said is actually the second fruit. Just letting you know first. Okay, very good. So now, remember, you contribute, you get 5 points. Then you can get the hidden fruit. That means, let's say, I haven't even said the third fruit, but because you have 5 points, you can say, "Sure, I want to buy fruits." Then I can just say, "Okay, I give you the fruit." I literally write down the fruit for you. Okay? Now, mirror image, 20, right? 1 point for you because just now you helped me with the mirror image. Okay? Can? All right? You help me to read if you are like, "Hey, but I'm not so confident with this concept." But never mind. I volunteer to read. You also get points. Okay? I volunteer to do this. I volunteer to do that. You get points. Okay? This is 20. You understand or don't understand? To read. Okay, come. Read for okay. After we are done with all of this, okay? Okay, let's read the next sentence. Once you are ready, we can read the next sentence. The next sentence says, you all know which sentence am I looking at? The question says, another 12 boys left the. So can someone tell me left means I minus, right?
No.
Because I'm doing the opposite, I have to plus. 1 point for you again. All right, 1 point for you for reading out loud. Very good. I like that. Keep it up. Keep it up. I don't need you all to like, "Oh, I know how to do." Never. If you know how to do, of course, that's great. If you don't know, you can contribute in other ways. Okay. What should I do to that 12?
I bet.
How much is this? This is a very simple question. Come on.
12.
Very good. Okay. You understand or don't understand?
Yep.
Of course, once you're done with this, what are you gonna do next?
You're gonna
read again. Right? You are done what? Converting words into model or equations or number. You agree, disagree?
Yeah.
Then I once again I want to read this. There were how many times as many boys as girls in the gathering? 3 times. That means I go to boys, I'll blanket the entire model. We don't times 3 first. I will just say that this entire thing is how much? Can you all see?
3U.
Very good. So if this is 3U, you tell me what is girls? Girls is 1 unit, right? Boys will be 3 unit. You understand or don't understand? If you understand, say apple. Okay, if you understand, say apple. Okay, all right. Now, of course, once I'm done with this, what am I going to do?
Yeah.
You realize that 3 units is over there, right?
2 units is 20 plus.
Very slowly. You must remember, you all must go step by step first. Get used to the step by step. Whatever I teach here, right, is to prepare you for the difficult questions. You understand what I'm trying to say? All right. So more importantly, like I said over here, what you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself a very simple question. Hey, the question that we have to ask ourselves is, do we know? I say this again, what do we know? Do we know what is girls? Girls is how many units?
1.
Very good. Very good. 1 point for you for saying it first. Blanket. This model. A blanket. This model. You say blanket. This model. And you Put
Never write down
one
numbers
unit.
inside.
Yes, because we always sing this. 1, 2, 3, go. Numbers on the outside or numbers on the inside. Numbers on the outside. Understand or not? Alright? In Chinese, it's called 号码放哪里呀？号码放外里呀？号码放哪里呀？号码放外里。Understand what I'm trying to say? Okay? Alright, of course, when you're done with this one unit, you can mirror image up, right?
Yeah.
Okay, in Chinese, it says what?
I don't know.
In English, it's basically when one unit goes into the mirror, who does one unit see? One unit sees itself. One unit sees itself. Okay? One unit 看镜子呀 one unit 看 I forget the Chinese term already.
Indian language.
This is one unit, this is one unit. I don't know.
20 plus 12.
If this is one unit, this is one unit. How many of you can see that that blanket is covering from the start to the end? Am I making sense? So, Mana, help me with this. I want to give you points, Mana. You can see this one is what?
2 units. 2 units.
You can see, right? This entire thing, very good. So we can say that this is 2 units. 2 units is equals to 20 plus 12. I give you a chance. Help me with the calculation, please.
32.
You. Alright, 1 unit is how much? 16. Y'all agree or disagree? After you got to Mr. Green Man, is this called Mr. Green Man or Mr. Blue Man?
Oh, that's...
The 1 unit is always my Mr. Green Man. Y'all must always remember, huh? What, girls? What, girls? Where your girls?
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Do this.
Oh, okay. But the question is asking us for?
How find the number of boys at the gathering at first?
Okay, gathering at first. So from where to where?
Say a fruit.
At first,
Yeah, at first. So then 16.
At first is? From where to where? A lot of students don't know. At first is where? Remember, at first is what? Yeah, tell me.
Here.
Okay, come. Point on my... Yeah, go. From here?
Here.
No, my dear.
It's
At
here.
first is all the way to the end.
Oh.
Why? Because at first, you see, in the end, right, they have the same. In the end, it's until here. Understand? But at first, it's all the way to the end. You must also remember, at first means you need to look at the first sentence. What did the first sentence say? There were how many times?
3 times.
3 times. 3 times means what?
3 units.
Everything. You all agree or disagree? 3 times means what? Everything over here. Am I making sense or not making sense? Okay, so we say 3 units in this situation. Alright, you quickly write down 16 times 3, we get to an answer of 48. So that's the reason why your answer for this question has to be 48. Who wants to read it? Together. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Mrs. 1, 2, 3, go. Mrs. Lee had a total of 125 oranges and apples. So maybe we start with oranges plus apples first, equals to 125. We still don't know what is the concept.
Draw a model.
Yeah, but I want to hear which sentence tells you that you need to draw a model.
Equal.
Yeah, where got equal? The sentence have where? First person. Okay, come put out your hands. When you hear the word apple, you put out your hands, okay? Alright? When you hear the word apple, you put out your hands, okay? Grapes! Apple! Auntie!
Ow!
Apple juice! What? We! Apple! Oh! Silver stone. You're both like together. Scissors, paper, stone.
First 2 wins.
Go.
First 2 wins.
Rock, pony, scissors, shoe.
1.
I
No,
win.
first 2.
Faster.
Rock, scissors, paper, stone. I don't know.
One more time. Last one.
Rock, scissors, paper, stone.
He said.
Okay, come. You say.
Equal number.
Yeah, very good. It's the word, which sentence?
Scissors,
Read the full sentence for me. In the end. Okay. Very good. Okay, very good. Okay. That's absolutely correct. Okay, he's saying that this entire thing, right? Yeah lah. So that's why I don't want to point out to y'all that yes, you get. All right. I want y'all to point it out and figure it out yourself. Okay, now, so because we know that this is equal, right? I'm going to say oranges and apples. In fact, I don't even need these oranges plus apple equals to 125 anymore. Okay?
Can you say fruits?
Oranges plus apples, So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure. Yeah, of course.
Oranges.
Yeah. Apple, I said already.
Yellow!
What's up?
Bro! I want to go according to the color.
You understand or don't understand? Alright, that means to say my oranges and apples in this situation is the same. True? Now, of course, I want to go backwards, right? Over here, let's see. What did she do? She sold how many oranges?
1,000.
How many oranges?
Oh.
Half of the apple. No, let's go the oranges first. Backwards, ma.
35.
When I sell means I minus, right? But because
We're working backwards now, we're gonna add it.
very good. 2 points. That's an amazing explanation. We're gonna add 35 to
Good job.
oranges.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
You understand or don't understand? Can you get a what? You got how many points already? After this question, Ken, I write and pass it to you, okay?
Well deserved.
After that, what should we do after that when it comes to apple? You all just do this first. Half, right?
So we're gonna add back the half.
You see? Exactly. So if she sold half, that means
Nice.
isn't it true that she
Boys.
when I say she sold half, isn't it true that she's basically left with half?
Try.
Imagine my calculator, I cut it into half.
I'm not
left
spoils.
Imagine my hand, I cut it into half.
Imagine you
Yes,
cut
boys.
chocolate into half.
Thank you. You understand what I'm trying to say? Alright, this entire thing is how many units?
Should we redraw?
These are all what we call, what are these called? Can you all see these are all called what? Yeah, very good, right? So 1 unit over here, 1 unit over here, 1 unit over here. So 3 unit is equals to, wait, let me just write this down. You want to remove the 35 or you don't want to remove the
Don't need.
35? Don't need to remove. Right? Because actually you should say 3 unit plus 35. I apologize. You write 3 unit plus 35 is actually equals to how much? 125. You all agree or disagree? Alright, bring the 35 over. 3 unit is equals to 125 minus away. 125 you minus away 35. True? 3 units is equals to 90. 1 unit is equals to 30. You all understand or don't understand? Okay? When Mr. Greenman 1 unit is 30, right? Then you can obviously solve the question already. Yeah, 1 unit is always called Mr. Greenman. Okay? Alright, so the question wants us to find what? Number of oranges Mrs. Lee had at first. So it's everything from here all the way to here. You all understand what I'm trying to say? I say this again, it's everything from here all the way to here. Right? So then over here we will say Mrs. Lee at first. Okay, I will just stop right here first. You all can work this out. If you can find Mrs. Lee at first, that's amazing. You can try that. Thank you.
30 plus 35.
Yeah, so Mrs. Lee at first is basically 30, which is 1 unit plus 35.
Equals
We get to an answer of how much?
65.
65. Very good. Okay, so
Very good.
65 is over here. Alright, that's the reason why your answer for this question has to be 65. Okay, come. So you can see over here. Alright, at the very beginning, you would think that, hey, you know what, I'm going to read sentence by sentence. But then you realize that the final sentence already gives you a big hint, right? That this is definitely what we say E, S, E.
E.
Does it make sense to you? Alright, this is definitely E, S, E. Equal stage ending means I need to work backwards. You understand what I'm trying to say? Alright, we know who and who has the same. Who has the same? Daniel and James, right? Okay, so Daniel and James had the same, We're gonna make sure that the model are drawn
But we gotta work backwards.
the same. Very good. Okay, we will start from there first,
James.
Who gave who? Daniel gave James, So
minus
we're gonna no, Daniel gave James. Add to Daniel, add back to Daniel. Understand what I'm trying to say? Add back to Daniel how much?
18.
Okay, add back to Daniel 18. Then add back to Daniel 18 and then
What's the correction to?
Favorite four number. So do we go 18 divided by 2? Because then later James had the half of 18
so 18 must be
divided by 2.
no. Why we don't go there first, Wait, when I add back to Daniel,
You're gonna put half of
I'm
it.
going to add no, when I add back to Daniel, I must also remove away from. Remember, we have to work backwards, right? Right? Who gave to who at first? Daniel gave to James, right? Now we are trying to work backwards. Understand? So this is 18. Is that okay? That means then James doesn't even have this at the very beginning. Make sense or don't make sense? Okay.
Then 3 units is 18.
So we got to mirror image up the 18 first. Remember to mirror image up the 18 first. Okay. Okay. Then now you can read the next sentence. Is that okay or not okay? No. What did they say? Daniel had twice, right? Daniel had twice, right? That means to say Daniel now had 2 units. Agree or disagree? If Daniel had 2 units, then James has how many units? James has how many units? 1 unit. You all agree or disagree? Alright, so we're gonna put 1 unit over here. Is this something that y'all can understand? Alright, so that means to say this entire thing is basically like I said, like I told you, how much? This is your model lah. True? Alright, then what are you gonna do? If this is 1 unit, then this is also 1 unit, right? Mirror image, isn't that true? If these two are 1 unit, what are you gonna do next? You're gonna make sure that this entire thing is how much? You're gonna make sure that this entire thing is how much? Very good. So everything from here to here is how much?
36.
1 unit. Very good. So 1 unit is 36. Agree or disagree?
So then is all the way
Okay.
here.
Very good. So 1 unit is 36, right? So the question says, I want you to find what? How many marbles did each of them have at first?
So then the effort is not very
At first is from where to where? Let's go one by one. Daniel first. Let's talk about Daniel first. Daniel is how much?
here.
At first at Daniel. Where to where? Very good. All the way to the end. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Alright, all the way to the end. Am I making sense? Okay, all the way to the end. So Daniel, all the way to the end. We're gonna go everything. So everything over here. Okay, I honestly don't like the shape because I feel that it's confusing. So what I'll do is I will just say everything from here all the way to here. True? Can you all see the rainbow? Yes or no? Alright, of course, once you're done with this, what are you gonna do next? What are you gonna do next once you're done with this?
So
You know that Daniel is how many units? 36 times. Very good, right? So we will just simply have to do 36 times 2.
So-
Agree or disagree? When I do 36 times 2, what do I get? Obviously, you know, right? 70. 72. Very good. Okay, next person that I'm trying to look for is the person called James. Okay, James is from where to where? James is from where to where? Very good. James is from here all the way, right? From here all the way to here. You see, James is only 1 unit, you know? Sure,
36 times something.
wait, why not everything? Why is it not everything for James? Because James did not have the 18 at first. You all understand or not? When was the 18 given to him? It was only given to him later. Do you all get where I'm coming from? Alright, so what you're gonna do is really just say that James in this situation is just 36. Make sense or don't make sense? Okay, so from here itself, you know that this is our answers for their marbles at first.
Just add them together.
Okay.
Now, David had 5 times as many marbles as Serene. But we don't start with that first. You know why? Because if you were to start with that, you'll be stuck. You should go by the concept first. How many of you can see this concept over here? Right? So this basically means ESE. Then we usually love to bracket backwards. Okay? Remember that it is always about working backwards. I want to emphasize on that again. It's always about working backwards. Okay? Please remember it is always about working backwards. Okay? Now, of course, once I'm done with this, or in fact, now that I know this, right, you have a lot of space to write. You can easily say that David and Serene. I want you all to easily write down David and Serene. In this situation, in this scenario, it is going to be how much? They both have the same. Agree or disagree? They both have the same. Right? Then we are going to go backwards. We can see that something happened. David gave something to Serene. Isn't that true? Right? David decided to give something to Serene. Can anyone help me with this? How much do you think, or what did David do? Can see? Right? David gave 32 rambutans. Is that correct or not?
Marble.
Marbles, right? So what are we gonna do? David gave, David gave, That means I'm going to add in. Or in fact, I'm gonna add on to who? To David. I'm gonna add on to David. Agree or disagree? I'm gonna add on to David and say that this part over here is 32. Am I making sense? Why am I adding on to David? Because David gave, right? I'm going to do the opposite. Gave, I know, I thought gave is remove away. But we know that in this situation, we got to do the opposite. You all understand or don't understand?
Yes.
Then we got to remove away from Serene. Serene receive. Serene, very good. Serene, Serene receive from David, right? We're going to remove this 32 away. You all understand what I'm trying to say? And then we're going to mirror image up and say that this is 32. Guys, you all must always remember you are working backwards, right? So if David gave to Serene, we add on to David, we remove from Serene, okay? Last but not least, we know that the sentence tells us that David had 5 times, right? That means David is 5 units. Serene must then be 1 unit. Am I making sense? Go to David, blanket David's Mortar, show exactly where is 5 units. Where is 5 units?
On top. The whole
Very
thing.
good. 5 units. You understand what I'm trying to say? That means Serene is how many units? That means Serene is how many units? 1 unit. Very good. If 1 unit is over here, we sing the mirror song. 1, 2, 3, let's go. When 1 unit is in the mirror, who does 1 unit see? 1 unit sees itself, 1 unit sees itself. That means to say, if this entire thing is 1 unit, how many unit do you think the remaining will be?
4.
Why 4 unit? How do we get 4 unit?
One.
Very good. So 5 unit minus 1 unit equals to 4 unit. 4 unit is equals to 32 plus 32. Okay, remember it's the entire thing, okay? Alright, 4 unit is equals to 64. Is this something that y'all can understand? If you can understand, can you say ha ha he ha ha?
Ha ha.
Very good, hi. Okay, that works too, okay? Very good. So from here, you can obviously see, alright, that we have, what do we have? Yeah, tell me. We can easily go and find our Mr.
So then we can find like 1 unit equals
Good.
4 divided by
Very good. 1 unit is equals to how much?
16.
16. Very good. Then our job is to,
But if we're gonna find David first,
yeah, they say find the number of marbles each of them have at first. So we're gonna go David first. You want to do David first?
60 times 5. I'm just gonna do 64 times plus 16.
Okay, that one is for who? Serene or David?
David. So then
So you must write down David. The captions that you have to write down over here is David,
Yeah,
bracket
David.
AF, okay, at first, Understand? Alright, so David at first is from where to where? David at first is from where to where?
from here
Mhm.
to here.
Very good, right? So it's basically 16 plus 32
Yes.
plus 32. How much?
81.
80, very good. Okay, so that's for David at first, Serene at first is going to be how much? Serene at first don't have the 32 from David. You
Yeah,
understand?
so
So Serene at first is just 16. And that's the reason why your answer for this question has to be SI.